A blank page, a reflection for the 11th Sunday in Ordinary Time. For the first time in years, I'm facing a blank page. The 11th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Cycle A, has not appeared in the liturgical calendar in a long time. So this week, I must write anew, from scratch, and hopefully from the heart. This seems fitting somehow as I prepare to relocate and live with family. In terms of my vocation, my unique service in the unfolding reign of God, I'm turning a page, not knowing what's on the other side. This Sitz im Leben, situation in life, of turn and transition surely affects my reflection on this Sunday's first reading from Exodus. After a few months of wandering post-Egypt, the Israelites have made it to the mountain of God in Sinai, or at least the foot of it. Moses receives the summons to ascend and meet the Lord. Our ancestors in faith imagined God dwelling in the heavens, that is, in the dome of the sky, which in their view was not all that far away. Still, God must descend to meet Moses part way. God's message to the Israelites is personal and must come to their ears personally through Moses. First, the Lord reminds them of their recent experience of divine power in Egypt and claims responsibility for their deliverance. Then God calls them into relationship, laying out the terms. If you hearken to my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my special possession, dearer to me than other people, though all the earth is mine. You shall be to me a kingdom of priests, a holy nation. Lest they jump directly to their special status, the Lord puts the if right up front. They must listen to God's voice. The new relationship of covenant and their special vocation in service to God's reign over all peoples in the earth will unfold over time through testing and trust building, law giving and receiving, obedience, failure, and forgiveness. The image of a kingdom of priests speaks to their consecration in service to God. It implies worship, yes, but also the witness of action in the world as testimony before all the peoples, so that they too may come to know the Lord. Psalm 100 gives voice to their response and ours, as we hear the call to sing joyfully to the Lord and serve the Lord with gladness. The image of God as shepherd, implied by the flock he tends, reminds us of the necessity of listening for and following God's voice, which comes to our ears most clearly as the voice of Jesus Christ, the Good Shepherd, divine word incarnate and explicit. Today's gospel shows us Jesus, and the Father revealed in him, stirred to compassion for people troubled and abandoned like sheep without a shepherd. He sees their sad Sitz im Leben and aims to transform it, first with prayer and then with action. Shifting the metaphor from hopelessness to harvest, he reframes the situation and sets his disciples on course to serve God's unfolding reign in word and witness, bearing his healing power into the world right around them. We too, reconciled through Christ and empowered by the Holy Spirit, can answer this call to serve God's reign of love. Yet we must continually listen and discern the way forward, allowing our hearts to be moved with Christ's compassion for persons troubled and abandoned now, today.